You're watching the brand new METROPLUS show. When Varun met Kalpana, the earth didn't stop moving, sparks and fumes didn't fly, and the heart didn't miss a beat. But if there are ever two people who share a love for a laugh after a tiff, then we've hit jackpot with this young couple. They're expecting their first child any moment now, and our mush register just had to know how these two give marriage such a good name.
We actually met through common friends, Vishak and Ajay. These two guys are part of my close friend circle, and they were talking about this girl called Kalpana. You guys should meet, you'll have so much in common, and so on and so forth. So there was this chance meeting. Vishak wasn't there, he had gone to the UK by then. So Ajay had arranged this meeting, and we met at Barista at Kadar Nawaz Khan Road.
And Varun was really boring.
Yes.
And spoke about his job.
Yes. And I spoke about also that favorite salary, that number that I was dreaming of, and which we are yet to get into. We both actually got to know each other in a very brief period. So it was more like a roller coaster ride into each other's lives, where maybe there were certain boundaries and lines that we didn't see and that we crossed over. And I think that played into our psyche, and push came to shove, and then it didn't work out for us. But what really got us back together was, as two individuals, we sat down and said, do you want this or not? Yes or no? We agreed we wanted this, and we had to work at it.
Growing up, I was this typical Mills and Bones person who wanted, like, you know, my Prince Charming to come sweep me off my feet, have this perfect white dress. I knew the flowers, I knew everything. The marriage was still that perfect, you know, the wedding ceremony as such. But I think marriage completely just doesn't prepare you for that. It changes. It's so much of hard work, not in a bad way, but it's everyday hard work. The honeymoon almost didn't happen because we were leaving home and excited, bags packed, everything done, and we go to the airport and realize Varun's left his backpack with his wallet, his credit cards, and everything back at home.
Yeah, like I said, she should have read the wife's handbook and understood that men generally forget these kind of things, and she's supposed to take it and put it in. But she didn't do it. And I think another funny thing that happened on the honeymoon is we already had our 725th fight. And she was walking in a huff and puff and tried to overtake me on a pavement. She didn't see this thin wire, hit the wire and fell into a garbage bin.
Yes, I actually fell into a garbage bin. And then after that we started laughing because in the middle of a fight, we didn't know how to handle it and laughing.
And we had this Indonesian taxi driver was looking at us like they went out screaming and they're coming back laughing.
Living with an avid biker is fun because you see like a lot of nice things, but it's difficult because that's all they think about morning, noon and night. So coping with it, initially it was difficult for me to kind of figure out why somebody would spend so much time doing that. But now I'm glad he has something constructive to do instead of a destructive hobby, I guess.
I went to Coimbatore and I met my usual group of guys over there who say, sir, in the meter irke. And you know, so when I look at Smith speedometer, which is like a very rare meter, I think of, you know, a packet of baby diapers. Or when I look at a ampere meter or say a Dunlop rim, I think of, you know, maybe a toy for the baby, a Fisher Price or something like that. But then, you know, you need to make a trade-off here. You know, for me right now, the baby is important. I would summarize marriage by this joke I saw on TV, one of the comedy channels, where this guy goes to a soothsayer and asks him, "Jadagam konjam parunga, neram eppadi irukku konjam paathu solunga." So the guy says, முதல் 6 மாசம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். So this fellow thinks and அதுக்கப்புறம், so that guy without batting an eyelid says, போக பழகம் ஆயிடும். So I think this is how marriage is. In the first 6 months is crucial. You go through these hills and valleys and so many other new things that you have not felt and experienced, and then as you go along, you get used to it.
Now, Kalpana and Varun have a technique that their pastor shared with them. It's called the don't push my button technique, and it works wonders for them, especially during spats and squabbles. When either of them says, don't push my button, it means stop right there and don't push your luck, because one more word and I'm going to pop an artery. Well, Varun and Kalpana swear by this method. That's all we have for you this week. We hope you enjoyed watching the brand new MetroPlus show as much as you like reading the newspaper. Our email ID is feedback@ndtv-hindu.com, and we'll be waiting for your suggestions and ideas to come in. Till next week then, goodbye.